Lawal matched up with Talford. Eagles, Hokies on a Monday night, underway from Castle Coliseum.
Winthrop is a really explosive offensive team. They play downhill, both in the full court and the half court. They are going to attack the paint off the dribble and off the post up. Both teams like to play man-to-man, and both teams get after it.
Winthrop coming in after an 82-67 win against Little Rock on Saturday afternoon. Quick turnaround and a quick whistle stopping play.
We hope that this will not be a trend, having to go to the table.
I think the shot clock didn't start.
And the clock ran 8 seconds off too, which seemed like a lot, but apparently that part was right. 8 and 8. There you go.
Here we go.
Schutt loves to drive the basketball. Lawal has his hands full.
Harrison on the perimeter. Camarade spins it low. Schutt for the perimeter defense for Virginia Tech. 1 on the timer. Offensive rebound for Camarade, and the putback is there.
And that's part of Winthrop's game. Rebound the misses. You've got to finish the play. You saw the Hokies also double team Talford in the low post to get him to give the basketball up. That'll be a big thing to watch here tonight.
There you see the starting 5 from Mike Young. No changes from the first 2 games. What a start to Tobi Lawal's career at Virginia Tech. Trying to find Poteet through his legs, and Winthrop gets it back.
The Hokies tried to go into Poteet on the weak side right there. Couldn't get it into him. The Lawal off the dribble makes the turnover.
And the 5 for Winthrop. Talford, a name you need to know.
Yeah, Kelton Talford from Great Falls, South Carolina. Great motor. Just plays so hard. There's that double team making him give the ball up.
Poteet out on him. 4 on the timer. Harrison to the corner. Baker, an air ball.
Baker into the starting lineup, a really good shooter. Not that time.
Ecksteiner, Poteet, shooting the corner. Hokies on the board.
Schutt really can do that. Wide open. Nice find.
And on the other end, Schutt with the right hand, unable to get that to go.
Got to the rim, but Lawal affected that shot.
Young, too strong. Lawal, a second chance for Virginia Tech.
Outstanding rebounder. We've talked about his athleticism the first couple games.
Schutt getting to the rack. He's got all 5 Virginia Tech points.
So a little diversity in that game. I'm not just a shooter.
To transfer in his first season. Corner 3 from Baker. Doucette, second chance.
There he is on that offensive glass. Second team All Big South. He just keeps on working.
Winthrop, 20 or more offensive rebounds in each of its first 2 games this season.
Yeah, averaging 24.5 offensive rebounds. 57-28 total rebound margin in those first 2 games.
Lawal with one hand the rebound. Winthrop the other way. Harrison gets by Schutt and gives the Eagles the lead.
Harrison, the Lamar transfer, left-handed, great change of speed. He'll hit you with a little hesitation, then blow by you and get all the way to the rim.
And Schutt draws the early foul.
And that's a big foul. Foul trouble could be a big part of this game. That one on Kelton Talford.
There's head coach Mike Young in his 6th season as the head coach of the Hokies. 5 SoCon titles, 1 in the ACC.
A lot of similarities in these staffs for a lot of reasons, right? Some familiarity, if you will. We'll look at that later.
We'll talk, yeah, 100%. A lot of Wofford connections.
Ty Hamilton in the game for Winthrop, the transfer from William & Mary. Got to see him a lot last year when I did the CAA. Long runner, really good rebounder, shot blocker. There you see Hamilton stepping in on the ball screen. Very effective ball screen. Knocked Harrison off his feet.
And 10 rebounds in the season opener, but he's picked up 8 fouls in the first 2 games. Rechsteiner coming off that career night. Burnham gets it and flushes it down with authority.
Yeah, this guy's really good. The fans have not seen Ben Burnham the way he can play yet, but he's coming. This guy can really play, plays as hard as anybody. Love the effort out of these 2 teams.
Step back from Baker, too strong.
Winthrop with a good job on the ball screen right there.
Young, catch and shoot. Back rim. Really fun opening 4 minutes of this one. Harrison lost it. Johnson to the corner. Great ball movement. Harrison, open look, and he drills it.
Yeah, doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but he is solid when he's wide open.
That's his first triple of the season.
Shot 30% a year ago.
Six Hokies had career highs on Friday against USC Upstate, including Rechsteiner and Pote. He's worked on that range in the offseason.
Had a good look at it. Tough thing about when he takes a shot, nobody else under there to rebound that time.
Hamilton turned away by Schutt. Baker 2 steps behind the arc. Hamilton with great effort. And a timeout on the floor. Ben Burnham. What a moment.
The College of Charleston transfer sees it wide open, and he knows what to do with it. Similar styles of play also.
The first time that Coach Young came to Castle Coliseum, head coach of Wofford, with Coach Prosser as an assistant. They beat Virginia Tech 79-77.
Yeah, that was a great win early in Coach Young's career and got the attention of a lot of folks.
Harrison, a floater, puts Winthrop ahead by 4.
A little teardrop in the lane. Out of Beaumont, Texas.
Ben Hammond in the game, and that'll stay with Virginia Tech.
A couple of freshmen making their appearance here. Paul Jones, the third for Winthrop in his first action. The only freshman on this team.
How about that? Just one rookie out of Suffolk, Virginia, by way of Combine Academy. Coach Prosser really pleased with his progress he showed in the offseason as a freshman.
Ryan Jolly also in the lineup. Started the first game against his old school, Piedmont.
Burnham unable to get that off before the horn.
Yeah, put him in a tough situation when you catch the ball and you're guarded in the corner as the shot clock's winding down. He tried to get it off in time. He was aware of it.
Ryan Jolly, the senior, matched up with the freshman.
This Winthrop team good a year ago, but they've got more depth, more rebounding, a little bit better defensively, Coach thinks. And he thinks they're going to be a better three-point shooting team right on cue. Not that time.
Now, this is a Winthrop team over the years, Mac. A lot of respect from a lot of programs around the country.
Oh, gosh. Great coach. Greg Marshall had such a wonderful run there before going on to other stops like Wichita State.
Skip pass to Young. Unable to get that to go. Corner three, that's too strong. That's the freshman Jones. Hokies down by 4, back and forth. First half for those just joining us. Burnham has the moment of the game thus far. Shoots. Hit every part of the rim, and we're going the other way.
Yeah. Foul on Burnham, trying to get that rebound, trying to keep it alive. Pretty good look, but also good defense that time against the shot by Schutt. I've been waiting to say that, I think. Subconsciously. Both teams substituting liberally. High intensity game. If you like up-tempo basketball and a bunch of threes, you'll enjoy tonight.
One of the subs, including Tyler Johnson, the freshman who's off to an outstanding start. 16 points on Friday against USC Upstate. And Hammond, look at this. Forces the takeaway. In transition, draws the foul.
What a really nice, aggressive defensive play by Ben Hammond. Comes from a winning program. Just great hands, stayed after it. A lot of contact, physical game. This is going to be a physical game. Then takes the contact on the other end, gets to go to the free throw line with, for the first time as a Hokie.
Coming from Paul VI. Talk about a legendary program. How about this? Ben Hammond, the all-time winningest player at Paul VI.
Yeah, they've won a bunch of games now.
Last year finished number 2 in the nation according to ESPN. Only won 4 state championships too. Not a bad resume.
That's who Mike Young wants on this team. People that win.
12 and a half minutes. First half, Winthrop by 2. Pair of 2-0 teams. And the Virginia Tech defense almost consecutive turnovers, forcing that.
Hammond looks like he's taking this battle against Harrison a little personally. Got a big challenge. Harrison is a really good player.
Harrison, 54 starts in his Winthrop career. 3rd in the conference in assists last year. There he tried to create, unable to do so.
Nice help side defense.
Hammond, Johnson, a freshman connection off the mark. But Tech gonna get that back. Camarad unable to tiptoe the baseline.
I love this game. Back and forth. It'll be a challenge for the play-by-play guy.
When you got one of the best in Matt McCarthy, that certainly helps. Shoots, draws 2 defenders, and then Lawal, Poteet, second chance. Johnson rejected by Hamilton, who just checked in. And we're going to our under 12 media timeout. Physical early at Castle Coliseum.
Transferred from William & Mary. Could have really helped this basketball team.
Reaching foul, Tyler Johnson. Tech's defense, Matt. Winthrop hasn't scored in 3 minutes.
Yeah, defense has been good on both ends. Both teams 1 for 8 from three-point range, but the action has been frenetic. Defense advantage so far.
Doucette matched up with Lawal, and the Hokies force another turnover.
That's a really good play. Doucette is really difficult to keep between him and the basket. He not only did that, he took it from him.
Poteet in the post. Through contact. And almost a tip back from Johnson.
Yeah, Poteet's got to go to work down low. Hamilton's long can affect the shot. Poteet's got the strength.
19 points, a career high on Friday. Really nice offensive day for the senior.
Now it's Poteet against Talford. That's the matchup we were looking for.
They go right back to Poteet. Johnson, known for being a fierce offensive rebounder, shows it there.
Oh, he does not play like a freshman. He doesn't look like a freshman. From Oak Ridge High School in Orlando, Florida. Doucette wanted the ball. He had Hammond on him for a while.
And Doucette is fouled.
That's what he does. He can get to the paint. Lawal in pretty good guarding position and bumps him with the chest.
Hokies starting backcourt, comes back on the floor. Young and Rechsteiner. And Baker finds Doucette.
Got good minutes out of Ben Hammond right there.
As much as we talked about the offense maybe being the story here, and I'm sure will be when it's all said and done, defense has dominated the first 10 minutes.
They absolutely have on both ends of the floor. And not that neither team plays good defense, but offense was what we talked about.
Tech fans wanted a backcourt.
He didn't have control of the basketball. Bang, bang play.
Lawal goes straight up. A rejection. Tech in transition.
Good job by Lawal not picking up that second foul.
He drives. Turnaround shot. Too strong.
Gosh, he can elevate over anybody at any time.
Wilson. Doucette spins it low. Help brought on Talford. And there's Tech forcing another turnover.
Yeah, the double team had given up right there. And Poteet forced Talford to lose it out of bounds.
Hokies, they get possession back, Mac. Just 1 for its last 14 from the floor.
Yeah, we have not seen the ball go in much, but we've still had plenty of action to talk about.
As Rechsteiner brings the ball to the floor, what'd you like about what he showed on Friday against the Spartans? Young at the elbow. It's in and out. Offensive rebound. Tyler Johnson in the finish.
If the shots aren't going in, go get them.
Tech back in front by 2. Catch and shoot. Baker off the mark.
Baker off to a really slow start. 0 for 5 now from long range.
Rechsteiner, skip pass. And Tech trying to find Poteet. They'll inbound under the hoop. Hokies, you can see, Mac, a real emphasis, and rightfully so, many games, trying to get the ball to number 34.
Yeah, the offense has almost got to run through him. Not that he's going to score a lot, but he's got to shrink that defense and open up those three-point shooters on the perimeter for Virginia Tech.
Pat Wessler checks in.
Talford and Poteet both go out at the same time. A little chess match on the sidelines.
Rechsteiner in the corner. Off the left side of the rim. Tech getting good looks.
Yeah, everything is contested. Rechsteiner had just a slight opening right there.
Entry pass. Duncombe.
Duncombe previously at Indiana and Xavier. Been hurt a lot, had some surgery, had some sinus surgery. Actually gave up basketball for a little while.
And what a story. Great to see him back. Young. Burnham a step back. Johnson the offensive rebound. And he traveled. Even though he walked, though, Mac, his offensive rebounding, it's been one of the stories of this first half. Virginia Tech leading by 2. Will return to Castle after these messages.
By Recksteiner, and then the double team forced Talford to catch the ball off the block, and then Poteet with the one-on-one.
And Winthrop back in front, the freshman, the only rookie on roster, Paul Jones III. Mac, what can Virginia Tech do to generate some offense?
Well, they're doing the right things, but so far Winthrop has just been really good defensively. Finishing shots around the rim through contact would help too.
Wessler, second chance, yes, with the left hand.
Size matters. The 7-footer out of Matthews, North Carolina. Not far from Winthrop.
Winthrop with tempo. Working around the perimeter. Burnham on defense. 6 on the timer. Step back Jones the third. And an offensive rebound for the Eagles. Behind the back, Harrison, kick out. Just short on the front rim, Ryan Jolly. Fair to say, Mac, both teams, both coaches liking what they're getting offensively? Or?
No, they don't like what they're getting offensively, but they like the effort they're getting defensively, and they are going to the offensive glass. This is the 3rd possession right now. 3 times they've come up with the basketball for Winthrop on the offensive end. The first time, Patrick Wessler was caught away from the basket, helping on a ball screen to contest a shot, so the Hokies didn't have their best defensive rebounder in there. Poteet back in the game with Lawal now. And you've mentioned how good Tyler Johnson has been as a 3rd rebounding option.
Talford, nothing there.
That was a great job by Poteet, bodying up.
Got positioning for a moment, and then the help defense there for Virginia Tech.
Tyler Johnson again.
Shoot, open in transition, he'll make you pay.
And that's one way you beat the 5-on-5. Get it in transition before the defense gets set.
Tech by 4. And you mentioned Tyler Johnson and that offensive rebounding he's provided. How about this, Virginia Tech? 11 offensive rebounds, and here's some offense.
You see the confusion in transition, and that's what you do. Push it down the floor, everybody retreating to the basket, and sometimes you get that wide open look, and shoot knocks it down.
Downhill drive, and there is Johnson.
Johnson's such a good driver. Transfer from New Hampshire. Left-handed, he was coming to that left hand, got all the way to the rim, but Tyler Johnson again, blocking Nick Johnson. No relation to my knowledge.
Hokies 11 offensive rebounds today. Season high 17 last year at Auburn.
Poteet could not hold Talford off that time, and the ball goes flying out of bounds.
Harrison, Talford.
Good double team again. See where Talford is now? He's not nearly as effective out there.
One of the best players on this Winthrop team. A set with 5. Harrison with 2. Contested heave. Rebound Lawal.
Heck of a defensive possession right there. Force a late shot to tested 3 and come up with the rebound and get fouled. I'm really surprised the fouls are 4 and 3 at this point. It's been a physical basketball game.
Well, and for Winthrop, for those that don't know, this is a team that's really good at getting to the free throw line. Last year, averaged 27 free throws a game on the road. So they're good at drawing fouls, Mac.
Yeah, number 1 in the NCAA. They had 42 free throw attempts the other night against Little Rock. 42.
Those are numbers you'd be happy with, right, as a coach?
You're going to win most of the time. Maybe all the time.
Schutt connects from the far corner.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot of threes, but he's actually good when he's wide open like that. He'd prefer to drive it to the lane. But that was a big one.
KJ Doucette started his career at Fort Valley State.
Yeah, Doucette got called right there.
SIAC Player of the Year 2 years ago. Last year transferred into Winthrop. Double-digit score 19 times a season ago. And talking with Coach Prosser before the game, he really likes the returners he has on his squad.
Yeah, you got your top 4 scorers back. Every coach would like that. I don't know how many people in the country have their top 4 scorers back at any level.
No doubt.
And certainly at this level where you usually get poached, right?
Hammond splits the double team all the way in. Great efforts.
And to the point, that speaks to the program, what kind of program they have. Because you know these guys had opportunities.
And not only does he like the returners, some excellent new pieces as well. How about this graphic? On the other end for Virginia Tech.
Pretty impressive. And one of them's at the free throw line. Ben Hammond playing really well. He's played some quality minutes off the bench in relief of Brandon Recksteiner at the point. Been good on both ends, too. When I was talking to Kevin Gilbert after the summer, the first thing he said is, this guy gets after you on defense.
Man, a big strip of the basketball in midcourt earlier. Here he is. Doucette. Winthrop really quick around the perimeter. Deep three. In and out.
Tyler Johnson, another rebound.
Eagles tonight just 3 for 15 from distance. Meanwhile, Virginia Tech 2 for 12 as Lawal got his defender in the air, elevates and scores.
Shot fake's important. I mentioned Tyler Johnson on the other end. That's 8 rebounds already.
And all the way down the lane goes Talford. He's going to the line.
Yeah, that's a mistake. Again, in transition, is much better than playing against 5-on-5.
4-point game. The rest of the first half next. Trey Stiens, Justin Porterfield, Roger Ayers, our official tonight. Great crew.
Strong crew. Strong crew.
Ayers officiated the national championship game last year.
Yeah, he's been good out of Roanoke. I know Roger. I had Roger in games in his very first year, and actually Ramey Stein's very first game, Division I game, was a game that I had at Chattanooga against UNC Greensboro.
And I want everyone to know that when the officials come over to shake our hands before the game, they all look at me and say, "You're working with a great one tonight." Big smile. They love you, Mac.
They're just glad I'm over here. That's it. Good people.
3-point basketball game. Glad to have you on your Monday night. Schutt lets a 3 go. Got knocked down, no whistle. Winthrop can tie things up on this possession.
Both teams now 5 for 28, 17% from 3. This has turned into a rock fight.
Doucette working on Lawal. Gets to his left hand and scores.
Doucette, just relentless. And Lawal has done a great job tonight. Finally, Doucette got to where he wanted to go.
Hey.
That's really the first time, though, that he got that deep.
He is not afraid to post up defenders. Schutt in the corner, just a little short. Mismatch. Hammond on Doucette. No whistle. Open 3, in and out.
Doucette had one earlier from the other corner. Doesn't really take him unless he's just wide open. But he can make it. They're about 35% rate last season.
Lawal, open. Good look for the VCU transfer.
He's improved a lot with that. Still not a high percentage shooter from out there.
Here's the Richmond transfer, Wilson. Open three, Doucette. That time he hits it and puts Winthrop back in the lead.
That's what we were talking about, and he's into double figures with 10 now.
Young coming off that career night, whistle away from the ball.
It's just talking about the players that we talked about in the Open. They've combined for 1 total point. But it's been a great matchup regardless on both ends of the floor.
We said in the Open they might match up with each other, right?
And they have quite a bit.
Mac, what's important here for Virginia Tech before halftime?
Well, again, they haven't gotten down in transition, even though they've done a decent job of rebounding the basketball and getting good stops. But transition would help a lot. And if the shots aren't falling, you've got to find a way to get to that offensive glass. Tobi Lawal is really good at that. We've seen Tyler Johnson be good at that. Obviously, Poteet is good at that.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Top scorer for Virginia Tech, Jaden Schutt with 8 points.
And this is not something that's a strength for Virginia Tech. They don't have a lot of guys that can beat you off the bounce one-on-one and get a shot late in the shot clock like this. Let's see what Brandon Rechsteiner does with this.
Shoots. Rechsteiner at the horn off the backboard.
Yeah, they executed fairly well, but still couldn't get that open look. Winthrop defended that about as well as you can.
What have you liked about the Eagles' defense tonight?
First of all, the effort. Second of all, the communication. They do a great job of talking on ball screens.
Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside and come back after this timeout. Welcome back to Castle Coliseum. Avenue's Mac McCarthy alongside our outstanding ACC Network crew. Hokies down 2. And Winthrop basketball as we near halftime.
And we talked about how well both teams have played offensively in those first 2 games. Well, this has been the first real good test for both of these squads.
Payson Harrison. 12 on the timer. Defense the story for both sides. Entry pass and a blocking foul going against Virginia Tech.
Wow. That don't block charge thing. I mean, we talk about it every game. There's a reason it's the hardest call in the sport. Take a look at this. Comes across, he's outside. Got to give him a chance to take that step. Well, I hate to say those words. They got it right. They get it right way more than they get it wrong.
Double brought. Tech's been really good on Talford, making him move it back to the perimeter as they do here. Behind the back dribble. Harrison the whole way. What a take.
Yeah, that's what Virginia Tech lacks at the end of the shot clock, that kind of one-on-one ability.
8-0 Winthrop run. Hokies haven't scored since the 3:48 mark. Poteet draws a whistle.
Finally, both teams in the 1-and-1 with 25 seconds to go in the half. And Poteet will get a chance to get his first points of the night. He and Talford have been in a man-to-man battle down low for most of the first half. Poteet's behind in that battle 1-0. Let's see if he can tie it up or get ahead.
The friendly roll.
It's tied. That's what you're supposed to get at home, I think.
Is that a real thing, Mac, from a former basketball coach's perspective, the friendly rolls?
Good shooters get them.
Back in for the Hokies, 13, Burnham.
Burnham comes on in place of Lawal.
In that regard, it is a real thing. Good shooters, that ball tends to roll in a lot of the time when you don't think so.
2-point lead for the Eagles, and they can hold for one final shot. There is Hammond, who's been great defensively in this first half.
The ball screen.
Harrison with 4, and there's Hammond on the defensive end, and that'll do it for the first half.
That's the way the WCW, WWF, I don't know what it is.
I think a lot of Buffalo Bills fans do that, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong on that.
Right away, the Hokies try to go quick reversal into Poteet, but Talford, who played as good defensively as Poteet did, knocked that ball away.
Both teams starting fives on the floor to begin the second half. Young to the corner, shoot, an open look, and he gets the friendly bounce.
The shooter's roll.
For Jaden Schutt.
And he is one.
He's got 11 points, the first Hokie to double figures.
Tough matchup right here. Got to help him.
Doucette over Rechsteiner, gets his own miss. Second chance, he finishes.
Yeah, probably should have double teamed him and made him give it up. He didn't make the first one, but he got it right back and put it in. Mismatch, Rechsteiner versus Doucette.
Mac, what do you think the biggest message was for Coach Mike Young at the break?
I think try to push the ball down the floor, convert through contact.
Shoot, he's feeling it early in the second half.
And maybe throw the ball to Jaden Schutt.
Now up to 14, that's a game high. Winthrop quickly on the other end. Foul. Harrison going to the line.
Yeah, Harrison had Rechsteiner on his hip. Knew he was going to get fouled at the very least. Put it up on the backboard, going to the free throw line. Not a lot of free throws shot in that first half either.
And I brought it up in the first half. I'll say it again. Again, a Winthrop team averaged 27 free throws a game last year on the road.
Yeah, shot 2 in the first half. This is just a third of the game. And the Hokies only went 5 for 6.
We prepared for one game, Mac, and it's been a little bit of another.
Hey, it's still an outstanding game.
Oh, no question. Absolutely. It's been back and forth.
I love a good rock fight.
How about two friends coaching against each other, too?
Yeah,
that's got to be fun.
That familiarity has probably impacted his game a little bit, too.
Shoots, rise and fire, just off the mark.
Oh, he checked right there. Called a play for him.
The southpaw spins. Doucette, Lawal the board.
It is not for the faint of heart in the lane.
Rechsteiner trying to get it to Poteet.
Yeah, he had Poteet's man stayed a little long on the help. Could have gotten it to him, would have had a wide open shot. But again, good active hands and feet by Winthrop.
The largest lead for either side in this game, 4 points. Hokies 29-28. Again, two unbeaten squads early, coming off of a really good first week of the college basketball season. Wow, turned away. Young with 1 on the shot clock, off the mark.
Good job by Schutt creating that opportunity right there. That was a pretty good look as the shot clock ran down.
Amarad can't get that to go.
That went over the backboard. Hokie basketball going the other way.
So 22 of the 28 points tonight have come from Doucette and Harrison.
And we talked about the fact that they had 4 leading scorers returning, and that was 2 of them right there. Veteran guys going against all newcomers, basically, for Mike Young.
Kelton Talford has just 1 point, one of the top scorers for Winthrop.
Poteet with just 2. They've kind of neutralized each other, which is good news for Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech's 7th turnover of the game. Something Mike Young puts a big emphasis on. This is a driving opportunity right here.
Doucette got his defender in the air. Lawal comes away with it. Tech in transition. Schutt, wide open, and he scores.
Big mistake by Winthrop defense, but again, in transition, sometimes you don't communicate and you lose that shooter.
Harrison underneath, and there is Talford.
Talford playing through contact right there. Finally got an easy basket. Nothing's been easy for him tonight against Poteet down low.
For those keeping track at home, 5 triples for Jaden Schutt tonight. Here he is. Poteet, Lawal, foul. Everybody stood up here in Castle.
That was going to be a highlight.
Schutt, I'm sure this has got to feel so good for him. New home, new system, and really, really showing what he's capable of here to start the season.
Yeah, the sophomore out of Yorkville, Illinois, knee injury, hand injury at Duke, never really got started. Outstanding high school player, and he is showing it tonight.
In the 22-23 season back, he only scored 29 points all year, just to put that into perspective.
Yeah, 17, and he's not finished. We've still got 16 minutes left in this one, partner.
Last time Winthrop and Virginia Tech played, 2013, 81-63 win for Virginia Tech. A guy by the name of Jarrell Eddy knocked down 6 threes. He went on to have a great professional career. And here's Tech in transition. Burnham with the left hand, just missed.
Nice pass, Hammond pushing the ball. Got a lot of subs on the floor for the Hokies right now.
Corner 3 for the freshman, off the mark. They shoot off the glass.
Defensive board, shoot out there with 4 subs.
Johnson on the baseline, can't get that to go.
Had a good look.
Eagles down 4. Here's the ODU transfer. Baker misses that. Harrison, another try. Too strong, Paul Jones III. Their shot clock issue. And there you see it standing still at 20. So off the initial miss, Mac, it looked like they reset it to 30, but then it didn't roll.
Will be reset to 14:30.
There you go.
Wow.
That's what, 20 seconds there, just about?
Seconds. We may have to take a pay cut on that. We didn't.
That's down. It's about 30 seconds.
There we go. Okay, as long as we got it right.
Got it right. 14:30 to go. Hokies by 4. Glad to have you on your Monday night. Evan Hughes, Mac McCarthy, outstanding ACC Network crew back underway. Eagles led at halftime. Hokies and Jaden Schutt starting to get going in the second half. There's a foul on Pat Wessler.
Yeah. Wessler, he's been a little handsy out there, but they were beating on each other. Until it got to be an advantage one way or another. He and Duncan were going at it, and they're still going at it. Baker has not been shy. He shoots it and shoots it from deep.
8 seconds for Harrison with 5. Misses. And there is Johnson. What a night he's had with the rebounding.
In traffic.
He's going to be a really good player for a long time, Mac.
Just a freshman.
Here he is on the offensive end.
Got to take care of that basketball.
There's freshman Hammond. Spins. Tries to get that off the glass. And here's Winthrop in transition. Harrison with the right hand, and that's goaltending. Basket's going to count.
Everybody pursued that ball on the baseline. Winthrop got a little run out. They knew they were going to get an easy look. Hokies contested it, but a little too much.
Continuing on, there you see Tyler Johnson, Mac. I mean, for him to have the impact he's had, as we take another look first.
And there it is on the rim. Easy call.
Great look from behind the backboard.
Great camera work.
Phenomenal.
Get so many different angles.
Young lost that over the backboard, over the shot clock, all the way up the VT First and Main. Little tunnel there.
Yeah, that's exiting the building right there. We have substitute balls. We got backup balls down there on the back of the goal.
The ball goes into the stands. You get to keep that, right, as a fan?
Yes,
Kind of like baseball?
Yes, yeah. Unless it's a visiting team, then you throw it back.
Winthrop looking to tie it up or take the lead on this possession. Instead, they turn it over.
Back-to-back turnovers. Isaiah Wilson's an interesting story, a transfer from Richmond. He was the starting point guard. Got hurt. Kason Harrison took his spot and has never given it up. Sort of like Wally Pipp and Lou Gehrig.
Wow. You're good, man. I mean, that's, you didn't even prep for that. Johnson. It's by his defender. And that's last touched off of number 10 in maroon.
Yeah, things have gotten a little bit too sloppy right here for both head coaches. One of Coach Young's first meetings I had when he got here, he said, I can't stand sloppy basketball. Very technical term, sloppy basketball. We're seeing some of that.
No team is led by more than 4. That's a contested triple. Good closeout.
Yeah, Nick Johnson against Tyler Johnson again.
Hammond for 3. Unable to get that to fall. And there's Poteet. Through traffic, draws the whistle. Coach Young looking at both hands there in the air. He loves it.
There you go. Hokies continue to rebound the basketball offensively, but you got to put those things in when you're that close to the basket. Next best thing, go to the free throw line. It's an outstanding job in all that traffic, fighting 2 guys, 3 guys, go up strong. 25 pounds lighter than he was a year ago. Much more mobile and much more effective. He is going to have a good year. Stats don't say it tonight, but he's had a good night tonight, especially on the defensive end.
Started his career at Rice. Year number 3 at Virginia Tech.
From Reedsville, North Carolina, right down Route 29, just outside Virginia line.
We've really seen him evolve and take so many steps in his Tech career.
Yeah, like a lot of other Tech post players under Mike Young.
Yeah, of course, Keve Aluma came in averaging a little under 7 a game, and then around 15 points per game. The development of Lynn Kidd. I mean, I think that's something this Tech staff doesn't get enough credit for. The development, yes, of the guards, but also the post players.
They definitely have. And 2 great examples, Keve Aluma and Lynn Kidd, and now Elijah Poteet, averaging 16.5 points a game, 5 rebounds a game. In a short sample size, 2 games so far. Picked up a tough foul right there.
His first personal.
Needs to say those fouls for down low.
Jolly off the bench. He started the opener. It's Piedmont.
His former school.
way to make the debut. Doucette all the way in, strong finish at the rim.
As advertised. We're talking about Jolly. He was a Division III first-team All-American.
Lawal, what a finish through a ton of contact.
That's just outstanding. And he's just going to keep getting better. Hasn't played much basketball. And his skills, you can see them getting better on a daily basis. Good double team right there. Good play.
Nearly a turnover. Camarade, open three, misfires. Young is scoreless. Hammond open in the corner, and the freshman delivers.
Having his best game of his Virginia Tech career. Getting extended minutes tonight and producing.
Largest lead for Virginia Tech. And there's Wessler with the board.
And Wessler's been good in relief of Poteet down low.
Hokies on a 5-0 run. Johnson lost it on the baseline. Harrison all the way in. Blocking foul, basket counts, and a chance for a three-point play. Case story there, an amazing person. We thank Robert Moyer and all of the incredible people that have served our country, continue to serve our country, and we wish all a very happy Veterans Day, including your dad, Mac.
Yep, he was a Virginia Tech cadet and served in the United States Navy. So many Virginia Tech alumni have gone on to service. Part of the legacy of this school.
No doubt. And happy Veterans Day as we welcome you back to Castle Coliseum. 10 minutes to go. Battle of unbeatens. Early in the year, Jaden Schutt had the hot hand in the second half. He drives, kicks, Hammond. Can't get that to go.
That was a good play by Schutt. They did a good job of switching and not allowing him to get a shot off. Oh yeah, that'll be offensive.
Going the other way.
That was pretty obvious. That one just elicited a response with he put the chicken wing on him. Watch the flipper here. Right arm, shove, too easy. These officials got to earn their money. That was too obvious.
Coach Prosser was clapping his hands together, no disagreeing.
Hokies up 17-12 in this half, shooting much better. 5 of 11 from the floor. 4 of those 5 came from three-point range, obviously, with Jaden Schutt.
Young looking for his first points of the day.
Lawal's got a mismatch down low, but they can't get it to him.
Mac, what is it? Virginia Tech came out, Schutt had a couple big threes. What is Winthrop doing to keep this game where it is right now?
Well, they switched on the last ball screen and took him out of a shot, made him put it on the floor. But Winthrop and Virginia Tech both have communicated so well about who's got the ball, what they're capable of, and the scouting. I can't tell you, enough about how well they were prepared. Both of these teams, they have taken away the team strengths and the individual strengths.
Both teams with a quick turnaround. Tech playing Friday night, Winthrop Saturday afternoon. It's Talford, who's been really quiet, trying to get going. When he scores, he is very efficient. Listen to these stats. 67%, 21-22 from the floor. 66.9%, 22-23. Last year, 62.4% from the floor.
Yeah.
You like those numbers?
Number 2 in the nation last year behind a guy named
Zach Edey.
You betcha. Player of the year.
10 on the timer. Harrison finishes. It's a one-point game.
Harrison comes in, immediately beats Recksteiner off the dribble. Lawal got there to try to contest the shot too late. Harrison with 17 now.
Steiner, no look, drop off to Poteet.
Got to finish that.
And there's a foul.
I think Johnson. Harrison beats Rex Steiner. He's got the advantage. Oh, and here comes Poteet, and didn't get there in time.
Timeout ball. They throw the lob, trying to find Lawal. Rex Steiner, clean look, and he delivers.
Not many clean looks all night for anybody. Rex Steiner, along with Schutt, two of the very best Virginia Tech wide open shooters. Lawal with great hustle on that play.
First points of the day. A good pass inside. There's the New Hampshire transfer, Nick Johnson.
Yeah, and Rex Steiner has got to try to stay in front of Harrison, keep him out of the lane. When he broke the defense down, that led to the open opportunity down low. Easier said than done, staying in front of Case and Harrison.
Winthrop now in the bonus. Nick Johnson, he's been enrolled in college since the fall of 2019. 96 starts in his career, a veteran that comes off the bench for Winthrop.
Out of the Bronx, New York. From the Bronx to Rock Hill, South Carolina.
In and out, Lawal has it. Hokies by 2.
Well, Talford came from the second spot to get a hand on that, but Hokies come away with it, hanging on to that lead.
Rex Steiner got by 2 defenders initially. And we're going the other way.
Yeah, got Schutt running into Harrison.
That means we're going to step aside. 42-40, your score in the second half.
Partner.
Largest lead for Virginia Tech, 6 in this game. For Winthrop, 4. That's going against Malijal Poteet, and Winthrop is in the bonus.
Yeah, and as good as they are at getting fouled, that's not a good thing that they're in the bonus with almost 8 minutes to go.
And that's number 4 against the senior.
And that hurts the Hokies on both ends of the floor, although I will say Patrick Wessler has done a nice job against Talford.
Makes the front end.
Wessler, the redshirt sophomore. He has battled hard. Don't know if we'll see any Ryan Jones, the freshman out of Gainesville, Florida. Another big body the Hokies have at their disposal.
Wow. The freshman Johnson. Young, long 3. Wessler finishes.
Right on cue, coming in for Poteet.
Harrison has 17 points. He's got the basketball.
Paul Jones, the third right there, the only freshman. We've talked about that. He does not play like a freshman. This young man is really good, and he's good on both ends of the floor. Usually a freshman doesn't come in ready to play defense as intensely as he is. He's ready to do it. Of course, we've seen Ben Hammond on the other end do the same thing for Virginia Tech. A couple of rookies showing their skills.
Doucette's had a nice night with 14. Driving with the left hand, lost it, and here comes Tech.
Good defensive transition that time by Winthrop. Everybody found a man.
Lawal got his defender in the air, and he goes airborne. Unbelievable.
Every game it's going to be something spectacular for this young man.
Recksteiner lobs it. And Lawal going to the line. Oh my goodness, Mac.
Sports Center. Shot fake. Got the man up. Path clears. Here comes some help. Too little, too late.
Coach Young has said that he is the best athlete that he's ever had the opportunity to coach. I mean, Mac, his head almost even with the rim there.
He just is so explosive. Elite is sometimes overused, but not in this case. He is an elite athlete.
You see last year at VCU averaged just under 8 a game. He's doubled that.
Yeah, and he just keeps getting better, and he's going to keep getting better because he hasn't played very long, and he is really dedicated to his craft. He really works at it, and we've talked about the staff and what a good job they do of development.
You know, he had a career night in the opener against Delaware State last week, and he said afterwards that, you know, he didn't think, he said, I equate myself to a high standard, and I don't think that it was good enough after a career high. Corner three off the mark, but the coaching staff, they just very, very high praise for him.
Patrick Wessler wasn't really involved in that play, but he was because he kept Talford from getting the ball. And then even on the block out, he kept him from getting the ball. Talford takes a break now. We've seen that happen a lot when Poteet's out, Talford goes out.
Harrison pump fakes. Who's that last off of? Off of Winthrop.
And that was created by Wessler's hustle.
Hokies by 5, and since that dunk, Mac, the crowd energized. A little bit of momentum with Virginia Tech here.
5 seems like a lot in this game, doesn't it?
Wessler all the way in. Young lost that at the ACC stripe. Johnson defending Doucette. And the freshman, excellent
Good job
work
by Tyler Johnson.
Wessler finds Hammond.
What a good little stretch for Patrick Wessler. Didn't finish the second one on the offensive end, but giving Mike Young quality minutes here.
Young for 3. You bet.
Created by Hammond, the penetration. Anytime that ball goes into the paint and back out, your percentages go up.
His first basket of the day gives Virginia Tech its largest lead of the day. Tech by 8 with momentum at Castle. Welcome you back to Castle Coliseum. Virginia Tech leading Winthrop 50-42. Hokies offense playing really well here as of late, but the defense stepping up, Mac.
Yeah, and this is just one-on-one down low. Watch this action right here. Wall up, that's what the coaches call it. Just wall up, kick it back out to the perimeter, and now you got a switch and help side contesting the shot.
Out of the Winthrop timeout, how do the Eagles respond? Hammond involved, trying to strip it away. Johnson, Talford, tough finish for one of their top players.
You hope he doesn't get it going down the stretch here. He is certainly due. Hokies have done a great job on him all night long. 7 points and 1 rebound for their best player.
Poteet still on the bench for Tech with 4 fouls. Johnson off the miss. Corner three. In and out from Bryce Baker. And there's Lawal on the defensive end. Schutt stuffed by Wessler, and a whistle on that one.
Fans disagree, as they often do.
Tobi Lawal.
We talked about Tobi Lawal's wild plays. Here's one of them. Played great defense.
Chance potentially for a double-double. First one from Schutt misses. I'm at Winthrop perspective here, down 6. What's the biggest message from Coach Prosser here down the stretch?
I don't think they need to change anything they're doing. They just need to keep battling. This is the one weak part of Schutt's game. Only a 62% free throw shooting. And 2 big misses right there that could have cut this lead to 4 points, obviously.
Schutt with a game-high 17. Young drills it. Largest lead of the game for Virginia Tech.
Young is streaky, and he can jump up from anywhere and get it in the basket.
Talford against the 7-footer. Wessler gets it to go.
Yeah, Wessler stayed a little too long on the help, and then nobody helped him.
Steiner around a screen. Wessler walked with it.
Yeah, got to be on balance right there. And again, Winthrop created that. It's a good pass. The closeout was too long for Harrison, and Young was able to get it off before he got there. Jaden Young, Greensboro Day School.
Harrison throws that almost into the Castle guard.
Like a New York Jet quarterback or something throwing the
Oh
ball.
my
Throwing the
gosh.
ball into the end zone like that.
Oh my heavens, I can't believe you just said that. Wow.
Just a little outside. Euchre.
You've got everything today. You're always on your A game.
Poteet back in for these last few minutes. See if they can get something going with him offensively.
Playing with 4 fouls. They'll stay with Virginia Tech. 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, and that's not where Virginia Tech is at their very best. They're going to have to work hard, set a good screen, get somebody open on this. And Mike Young is outstanding in special situations like baseline out of bounds.
Shoots, was fouled. He was cutting hard to the rims. Young, great pass, great finish from Poteet.
Really a nice play, a little ball screen roll action. What a beautiful pass.
Harrison got by Rex Steiner. He's got 19 and a timeout from Winthrop.
Yeah, Harrison, that's just a tough matchup. He is persistent and stays after it till he gets to the rim.
Applied here from Winthrop.
Winthrop did a good job making the worst handler take the inbounds pass, but they're not really, they don't press a lot. But we've seen how good they are in the half-court defense.
Lawal draws a foul, and free throws on the way.
Yeah, wow. So far has been really good, 11 for 13 this season. Coming into tonight's game, 3 for 4 tonight. So Well, he's well over 80%. He has worked so hard on things like just plain shooting, just form shooting, whether it be from 3, free throw line, or off the dribble.
This is the front end. Big possession here for Winthrop. Important one.
Like Hammond in for defensive purposes. He's done a good job against Harrison.
Too strong from the southpaw, Nick Johnson.
Good job blocking out that time by Jaden Young. Johnson, the help side defender over the help side offensive player over the back.
And almost a turnover, Kaysen Harrison.
The Hokies have to, everybody has to be a receiver in this situation. Everybody has to get open to get the ball.
Right in front of the Winthrop bench. That's where Jaden Young inbounds.
Good matchup with the two freshmen going at it.
Young with the left hand. Lawal unable to pull down the rebound. Believe he's going to be called for the foul.
There was a foul away from the ball, and Tobi kind of threw a guy out of the way. Young did a good job of getting all the way to the deep in the lane, but couldn't finish it with the left hand, as you mentioned.
It's been a tough night for Winthrop at the line, shooting just 55%. And this is what they do, Mac. We've talked about all broadcasts. They get to the free throw line.
And Johnson not really good there, a 62% free throw shooter. The lefty.
Castle Guard trying to do its part.
That's big. They have had a chance to cut the lead several times from the charity stripe. Of course, they're in the double bonus. Hokies still in the 1-and-1 on their end. I imagine we're going to see some fouling here.
That makes it a 2-possession game. Winthrop tonight, 4 for 28 from behind the arc.
Rick Steiner, a good free throw shooter into the game for Hammond. I imagine Hammond will come back for the defensive purposes. And that's tough. Foul and shoot.
Just 27 free throws
Yeah.
on both sides combined in this
Yeah.
game. It could have been a lot more.
We could have seen either team shoot 27, but both teams have just done an outstanding job of playing physical defense, intense defense without fouling.
Still a 1-and-1. And he misses. 60 seconds to go. Doucette makes it a 1-possession game.
Yeah, with a hand in his face.
Jones defending Young. Can Winthrop get a stop? But a foul, or no, a timeout from Mike Young.
Timeout before the foul. We see it all the time in football, right? Before the not shot free throws down, neither team has shot free throws down the stretch very well. Rick Steiner in the game for that purpose. Hammond's been in on the defensive end. And that's what Winthrop's doing.
5 on the shot clock. Step back, Young, in and out, offensive rebound, Lawal.
Huge. Now they have to foul.
And they do. Rebounding has been a story today. That's the 16th offensive rebound for Virginia Tech, and arguably the most important one.
Wow, with 9 points and 9 rebounds now. None bigger than that one.
This is still a 1-and-1. This is the first trip to the free throw line today for the sophomore Brandon Rechsteiner. And he makes it.
He's 2 for 3 coming into tonight so far this season. Just as a pure shooter, it's close between Rechsteiner and Schutt. Rechsteiner might be just a tick better shooter. Schutt doesn't get to the free throw line very often either. I mean, they're a jump shooter. You don't get fouled very often on the jump shot. And 2 big ones for the sophomore. Hamming in for him for defensive purposes.
Mike Young's looking for a timeout. He will get it. What a basketball game this has been. A little bit of everything.
Oh, yeah, this is good. When this one went on the schedule, you kind of had to circle it knowing that Winthrop had a good team coming back. Virginia Tech was going to be very young. It was going to be
their offense has really gotten it going in the second half.
Yeah, this is where I think the women's game has an advantage, being able to advance the basketball. I think that should come. I think quarters should come like the women have, and I think advancing the basketball should come.
I agree with you.
Adds to the strategy.
Harrison has 17 points.
There's the penetration and the kick out.
Off the mark.
Oh, wow. Just went and got it in traffic.
And he's going to have a chance for a double-double, as that is rebound number 10.
And 2 free throws. He's going to make it to a double-double, you would think. And that he did exactly what we thought in terms of driving it to the baseline, looking for the 3 or the layup with the foul.
His dunk at the 5-minute mark, Mac, looking back on it, changed the game a little bit.
And he followed that up on the very next possession with the block shot.
And there's the double-double, 10 and 10.
Yeah, finally a second guy in double figures for Virginia Tech. If you said Virginia Tech was going to have one guy in double figures and they'd win this basketball game, I probably would have disagreed with you. And now they've had 2.
Eagles down 6. Step back. Off the mark from Harrison. That's just going to about do it, though.
Yeah, Lawal and Hammond both had their hands on that ball, knocked it out of bounds. Lawal was trying to get another rebound. But he sure had some big ones.
The freshman Jones at the horn. That's going to do it. 2 old friends, Mark Prosser, Mike Young, that once coached together at Wofford. They meet at midcourt. Great basketball.